Okay.
Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is July 25th, 2022, and Bitcoin, as well as the rest of the cryptocurrency markets, are making a lot of people really nervous. I'm here to tell you, don't panic. The bulls are in control. Yes, you've heard that correctly. The bulls are in control. I'm going to show you why. You can expect in the immediate short term that to play out on the charts. If that interests you, then watch until the very end. We're getting started here on the 4-hourly chart with Bitcoin, and I want to show you something. Here's what I want you to understand. All right. We have been in an uptrend since July 13th. I repeat, we've been in an uptrend since July 13th. That is not an opinion, that is a fact. Okay. And if you look at July 13th, right, which is here on my chart, you can see the price going from this low of 18,905 all the way to this high here of 24,280. Okay, so that is the uptrend I'm referring to. All right, so we have that uptrend, and since we made that high on the 20th of July, all right, of 24,200 and some dollars, we've come down all the way to where we are now, which is 21,704. Okay, remember, any trend, all right, and Elliott wave theory, it is really eloquent in its articulation of this fact, of this phenomenon. 3 steps forward, 2 steps back. You never really experience straight line progress, either up or down, right? So you went up for 7 days here, right, from the 13th all the way to the 20th, and then you came down for 5 days. Okay, we're currently the 25th of July, and we've been coming down for 5 days. People who are inexperienced in the market, people who don't really read charts, all they know is that the price has been going down for quite some time, and here we go again. You can't blame people, right? If you don't do this every day, if you don't look at these charts every day, if you're not experienced, if you've just come off of a 450-day move to the downside from 60K all the way down to 18K, any downtrend is traumatic, right? This is post-traumatic stress disorder, and I'm not kidding. I'm being dead serious. This is a trauma that the market is experiencing, right? This is the emotionality involved in trading and in seated market movements, right? But objectively speaking, this retracement is a small retracement vis-a-vis this larger one, okay? And so this is how we know the general trend is up, and it's been so since the 13th of June, okay? So that's my first thing. The second thing is, it's clear that we are at support. We're retesting support. I drew this line some days back, and I did say you don't ever really know how support is going to be retested, but the fact that it's going to be retested is a high probability, okay? So you broke this resistance, right? You have this resistance as designated by this line. You broke it, and now you're retesting it, okay? How do you retest it? Do you retest it quickly in one fell swoop? Do you retest it multiple times? You don't really know. So if you're trading this, you always want to give yourself enough margin, enough room to be in the trade and not get shaken out with a retest of this level. And you want to give yourself some margin, some leeway for this line to be a range, because we all know that in reality, any support and resistance is not just a line, but it's a level, it's a range, it's a band, okay? That's more accurate of a description of what it is, right? So let's make that a strong line. So you see what I mean? We are simply flipping old support or old resistance into new support as you're wont to do when you're matriculating upwards. So what we can expect to come right after is this move right here to the upside, okay? And at this point, I'm expecting a violent move to the upside, really violent, especially given the fact that for two reasons. One, we've retested this quite a few times, forming a strong base. Okay, we're kind of exhausting all of the sellers by retesting and retesting and retesting. That's the first reason. The second reason is we're almost towards the end of the month, and you all know on this channel I respect moon phases, and I do believe that the next new moon, which is officially on the 28th, I believe, of July, will represent a a market top, a local market top. So I do think that this next move is going to be violent and hit those targets with alacrity. So that's pretty much what I'm seeing, and that's why I'm seeing it, guys. If you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. The analysis until it changes is the same, right? I know that's kind of a platitude, but what I mean by that is this. We said before that we saw this as an uptrend. We saw this as a retest, right? A three-wave retest. And I said, this looks like a double zigzag to me, a WXY, and then X wave, and then another WXY. And what's this then? If this is your three-wave retest, this is a reversal pattern, and that's like what I'm famous for. I'm not famous in by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean to say that's like my like calling card. That's like my contribution to trading and crypto. Like nobody talks about these reversal patterns. Like that is like my thing. Okay, reversal patterns, and you can see one right here. What do you see? You see an A wave, and I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it when it was first printing. I thought this was the impulse, okay? But it turns out that this is clearly at this point a reversal pattern, right? This is a three-wave move. This is a three-wave move. This is your pivot. Expect a move up and out, okay? I'm not going to go into the finer points of the reversal patterns, but if you're interested in that, just keep watching the channel, subscribe. You will hear everything about reversal patterns. I promise you. All right. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with Bitcoin. And what we're going to do now is we have some time to go through the entire watch list. And I'm going to show you how you can see how most of all these assets are in an uptrend and have been in an uptrend since July 13th. And most of them are in wave two corrections. Not all of them, but most of them. All right. So let's get started here. And again, if you're getting value, please like, share, and subscribe. Dodo, first and foremost. And notice how our momentum indicator, our stochastic RSI, is completely oversold. Okay, that doesn't always mean that you're going to go up, but it's just another data point, right? You have that here in Bitcoin as well. You're about to cross bullish. That's a good sign. Okay, it's just another data point. Obviously, you can stay oversold for quite some time. We know that. Just like you can stay overbought for quite some time. It's not 100%, but it's just another data point. All right. Now let's get rid of the stochastic RSI just for the moment. And I want to show you this. So now let's go and we see this huge reversal pattern that we've been putting in for the past 70 days now. And July 13th as well in Dodo was when we entered what seems to be impulse. Okay, it was impulsive price action, and I have this 5-wave move ending here in an ending diagonal. Here you can see the ending diagonal, 33333. Okay, so that's my ending diagonal. That's the end of my wave one. Let me just put the lines on so you guys can see this. Okay, sometimes I just make them completely transparent, just for, I don't know, because I feel like it. And so here I have, if I take my Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom of this purported wave one to the top, what do I see? I can see that the retracement is within the norms of a wave 2 retracement, okay? And actually, here you can see the 0618. So we don't expect any wave 2 retracement to significantly breach the 0618 level, okay? So we have that. And we have a 3-wave move here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. Right, prime for continuation. So that's Dodo, okay? Same thing, same idea as Bitcoin, right? We use Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Here again, we have Litecoin, another asset that since July 13th has been in an uptrend. Bulls are in control. They've been in control since July 13th. We've reached the top of this move, right, on the 20th, just like in Bitcoin. And since then, we put in 3 waves. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a composed B wave right here. You guys see that? And now we are getting ready to pivot up and out, it seems. Okay, and like Bitcoin, if you take the retracement tool, Fibonacci retracement tool, from the bottom to the top, you can see that the retracement has breached the 382. So it's, it's hit at least the 382. So it's it hit the minimum retracement. It's come closer to the 0.5, but it's within the range of a wave 2 retracement. Okay. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it. You have your 3 waves. You have your minimum retracement of the 382. It hasn't exceeded the maximum retracement of the 618. And if you want to look at your indicators, you're oversold on your 4-hourly RSI indicator. It's likely that your next move is up and out. Okay, so that's Litecoin. All right, we're just gonna go through them, and you're gonna see more or less the same thing. Here we go. Cardano, same thing. All right, we can just start with the stochastic RSI indicator. You're oversold, okay? So that's likely for reversal. July 13th, uptrend has begun, and you go up, and then you come down from the top here, and you put in 1, 2, 3 waves to the bottom. Those 3 waves have retraced a minimum of 382, and they're within the 382 to the 618, basically, right? So here's your wave 2 retracement region, and this is where you've found support. Okay, so you see the same thing, and again, this is the beauty of crypto. You really have to just understand 1 or 2 assets. Bitcoin, if you understand Bitcoin, you understand Bitcoin's price action, you can do damage throughout the market. Not everything's going to be exactly the same. Here's an example. Look at it, Ethereum. Ethereum's a little different. Okay, look at what happened on July 13th. Ethereum is one of the earlier movers. July 13th, it went up, and it actually, I contest, is in a wave. It's in a wave 5, extended wave 5. Okay, and the reason being is if you take your Fibonacci retracement tool from the bottom, right, July 13th, to the top of that move on July 20th, right? Look, you didn't even hit the minimum retracement of 382, which a wave 2 is typically supposed to do, okay? So it's unlikely to be a wave 2. Your wave 2 is all the way down here, as I see it. Wave 3 was all the way down here, okay? Concerted wave 3. What do you see here? It's a leading diagonal. 1, 2, 3, and then a wave 4, and then you have an extended wave 5. And you're basically in wave 4 of your extended wave 5. That's what I see. And I see this as being a complex correction, right? A WXY, a double 3. And this was your relatively simple, straightforward wave 2 correction in your extended wave 5. That's what I'm seeing for Ethereum. So every asset is not always going to be in the same exact position, but they're going to be more or less doing something similar, right? Like they're in consolidation, right? For preparing for another move up, right? Some are in wave 2, others are in extended wave 5. But I think Ethereum is one of the exceptions because not that many other assets are in extended wave 5. Again, the stochastic RSI is oversold. All right, so that's Ethereum. Reserve rights. This is another difference that you can see. Reserve rights is so as Ethereum was an early mover, reserve rights is a late mover. Okay, and here's why. And reserve rights, what you see here, I think is clear. Your big A, I'm counting the whole entire reversal pattern, big B, and this is your pivot, your small a, small b. Okay, so reserve rights is still has yet to put in its first wave. Okay, most other assets were putting in their first waves of on July 13th. Reserve rights was putting in that small a, the second degree a of the reversal pattern. Okay, and how do we know? Just factually, and because you just have a lot of opinions, you kind of want to use certain guidelines to make a clear analysis. We know because you've come down way beyond the 618. You've come down all the way into the 786, and we all know that 786 to the 1618. When you get into that region, you're in flat correction. You're in corrective price action. You're no longer in impulsive price action. Okay, so this can no longer be impulsive price action, right? There are exceptions, right? In some diagonals, you can retrace beyond the 618, but it's exceedingly rare. In any case, generally speaking, when you come to the 786, you're in flat corrective price action. So this is small a, small b. Expect your first wave, okay? And I think it's going to be a massive first wave in reserve rights, right? Again, stochastic RSI all the way oversold. Can we make it? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Kadena. Kadena actually, I think, is the same as reserve rights. You're just now going to put in your first impulsive wave. Okay, so this whole time you have your big A, your big B. Okay, and now you have your small a. Okay, this is the second degree of your reversal pattern, and then here all of this was small b. Okay, and it's hard to read these. Don't get it confused. Don't misunderstand. Just because I'm pointing it out now after it's printed doesn't necessarily mean I read this as it was printing. I did not know. I was under the impression that this was the beginning of the impulse for Kadena. I had no idea that we're going to come this low, but that's fine. But that's just part of that's the nature of the game. You don't know a lot of things, even though you can know so much and still know nothing. And that's kind of the beauty of trading, to be honest. It's always a challenge. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing. That's what I'm reading. So these, I mean, I think this is a beautiful kind of B wave right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with your impulse. Your wave one is coming. And all the while, you've been holding for 70 plus days this 618, right? I mean, if you zoom out even more, you can prove that to yourself. Kadena is in one large wave two. Okay, so that's Kadena. Vervain. Vervain, I don't know what it's doing, to be honest. It's so, uh, it's just so volatile. But all I do know what it's doing, it's holding this level. So if you've been accumulating Vervain at this level, you're good. Okay, you'll be perfect. Whatever happens, it's gonna go up very violently from here because it's been coiling forever at this level. Okay, I'm not even going to try to read it. But just given what everything else is doing, it's likely that Vervain also follows suit. Okay, that's how I'm going to read Vervain. I'm not going to even act like I know, I can read this reversal pattern. It's just messy as hell. All right, Telcoin. Telcoin I see in wave 4, actually. Let's see. I don't know about that. Let me see. Let's see. Let's pull a Fibonacci retracement tool. Yeah. I'm just gonna go with my gut. My initial read. I'll typically stay with my initial read. I see Telcoin as being in a wave 4, a complex wave 4, and yeah, that will give you continuation to the upside. Yeah, just like everything else. But yeah, the Bulls are in control, right? You can clearly see that if you really look objectively and you're not trying to be too emotional about, this recent downtrend or this recent retracement. And last but not least, Dogecoin in a wave 2. pull your Fibonacci retracement from the bottom of this wave one to the top of the wave one. You're retracing right at the 618. You're good to go for continuation. The bulls are in control, my friends. Enjoy the pump. I'll see you guys soon.